of colleges across the country have now decided to drop ACT and SAT requirements for 2021. Here to discuss this and all the changes that we're seeing to college admissions is the College Board President, David Coleman. David, good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Parents at home have so many questions about all the changes that are happening right now and certainly all the unknowns in the future. So first, how is this pandemic, the coronavirus pandemic, affected college admissions, particularly for the coming school year?
Just to say at Centra, there's so much going on that's affecting juniors today and, of course, seniors whose graduations have been canceled. And the College Board's role is larger than testing. We're trying to give families and students everywhere clear steps they can take to have a clear path to college. And in this world that's emerging, you have some schools that are requiring the exams, some schools that are optional. You're exactly right. And what that means is for all students, they still have an option to confirm their grades and show their strength through taking the exam. Our job at the College Board is to make sure that every family and every student has that opportunity to show their strength regardless of their income. And that's why we made a set of announcements how, even with the virus as strong as it is now, we'll be ready to provide that exam in schools in this fall and if schools are not open, at home.
Yeah, and David, I know some of those commitments we put together, we bulleted them for our viewers, including weekend SAT every month starting in August, you're committing to. The SAT will be offered in schools this fall, and the digital SAT at home if schools don't reopen this fall. And now that this has happened, it's almost like you ask yourself why there wasn't some sort of remote way to take these standardized tests, but I know that's something you're working on as well.
You know, it's kind of profound. The virus is awful and it's terrible cost, but at the same time, it forces us to really embrace some new tools. For example, in our advanced placement program, there are now 7 million students who have viewed, in 9 days, we set up online AP courses. And Sandra, you'd be amazed at what adolescents are capable of. In the middle of all this stress of the virus, they still want to do their work in advanced placement. 90% of them have told us that they want to take their AP exams at home. So I'm just so impressed at the AP teaching community and its students' insistence that they take the credit they've earned working so hard throughout the school year.
Obviously, the SAT and the ACT serve a purpose. What happens for college admissions in the absence of these tests? What do you think are the consequences of that?
Well, I think, again, as you know, in a test-optional environment, many students will still submit scores to confirm the strength of their grades. And whether college are test-optional or not, tests should only be one way you show your strength. There should be lots of other ways. A low score should never be a veto on your life. So I think families should proceed as before. They should take the exam once or twice, and if they're proud of their scores, send them forward, and if they're required, of course they will. And please remember that the best of test preparation is free on Khan Academy for the world. And anywhere you are on a mobile phone or any device, families can stay sharp and practice for free. But what I would most urge is a kind of calm, deliberate approach. Yeah, please.
Yeah, no, we're running out of time. We had the breaking news with the governor there. Still a lot of questions. Hope you come back soon. Obviously, a lot of colleges still assessing the fall and whether or not they're going to hold in-person classes. Yeah. So a lot of questions as well. David, appreciate your time this morning.
I'll be back whenever you need me. Thank you.
Great, thanks.
All right.